They once told us the era of the action camera was over, that every innovation had been squeezed out of the tiny, rugged box. Same glass, same boring form factor, just a predictable dance between $4K and $5K resolutions. But listen closely, because right now, the air is thick with anticipation, a genuine, electric buzz pointing to a massive disruption. If you got a guess on what feature would completely flip the script for action cams, leave a comment below and tell me what you're hoping for. All signs point to DJI preparing to unleash a monster they're reportedly calling the Osmo Action 6, and if the digital smoke signals are even half accurate, this camera isn't just an upgrade, it's a direct declaration of war on GoPro's dominance. The world of POV cinematography is about to tilt on its axis because DJI is done being polite. The sheer audacity of the rumors is what's causing the internet meltdown. A larger, stacked Sony sensor, variable aperture, $8K HDR recording, Apple ProRes capability, butter smooth $4K at $120 frames per second, and a battery life that might finally outlast your actual adventures. It sounds like a wish list for a mirrorless camera, not a device you strap to a helmet. But that's exactly why we're all paying attention. Just imagine standing on a windswept peak at dawn. The light is tricky, the shadows deep, you hit record, and the camera effortlessly handles extreme contrast. No blown-out skies, no murky shadows, just a perfectly balanced cinematic image. That's the potential magic of a variable $f/$2.0 to $f/$4.0 aperture lens, a feature that no other major action cam has dared to integrate. This isn't just about capturing a scene. It's about shaping the light, finally giving creators true control. No more fry your footage on bright desert sands or losing all detail inside a dim forest. You can dictate the exposure like a pro, turning a simple fixed focus toy into a genuine camera. It's DJI seemingly realizing that creators don't just demand extreme durability. They demand beautiful, professional imagery. The heart of this rumored beast is that $1/$1.3 inch stacked Sony sensor. In plain English, that means bigger pixels capturing more light, faster readout to eliminate rolling shutter, and an insane dynamic range. Leaks suggest over $13 stops. If true, this little box will see light with a sophistication previously reserved for much larger cinema rigs. It won't just capture the action. It will capture the atmosphere, the mood, the story. Night shots that were once a noisy mess could become rich, textured, and alive. And yes, the headline feature is a $8K HDR video, which seems like overkill until you realize the power it gives you in post-production. Shoot in $8K to deliver $4K, and suddenly every frame is razor sharp. Every crop is a new camera angle, and your stabilization looks flawless without sacrificing quality. Combine that with Apple ProRes, and DJI is essentially smuggling a professional post-production workflow into a device the size of a candy bar. Editors are salivating at the thought of flexible, grade-ready footage that can actually cut seamlessly with an camera. For the slow-motion fanatics, $4K at $120 frames per second is that sweet spot. Detail remains rich, motion is liquid smooth, and your B-roll looks expensive, capturing waves exploding or powder flying like floating diamonds. Of course, none of this power matters if the camera dies mid-story. That's why the rumored $1,950 $text battery is a game-changer. For hours of realistic runtime, means you'll worry less and shoot more, maybe finally leaving those spare batteries in your backpack. Fast charging makes the pit stops brief. It's the creative freedom every adventurer craves. Plus, the rumored everyday features are secretly life-saving, built-in $64 $text storage, because we all forget the SD card, and a housing-free $20 text meter IP68 waterproofing. Fewer accessories, fewer panic moments underwater. That's the reliability that builds a creator's trust. The connectivity is getting smarter, too, with Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.1 for rapid transfers. But the true curveball is smartwatch control. Imagine starting a recording from your wrist mid-run, or seeing a live heart rate and elevation overlay baked straight into your cycling footage. That's not just tech. That's instant, engaging storytelling that fitness creators will absolutely lose their minds over. DJI understands the hardware is just one piece. They build ecosystems. Their drones, gimbals, and mics all speak the same language. And the Osmo Action 6 could be the final, ground-level piece that completes the DJI world. Same color science, same intuitive app, same vibe. You shoot, you sync, you post. That's not just convenience. That's workflow domination. But let's be real. These incredible features come with massive technical pressure. $8K ProRes generates serious heat. Can a tiny, sealed, waterproof body dissipate that heat effectively while running at huge bit rates? That's the million-dollar engineering challenge. If they control the thermals, this is an instant buy. If not, $8K remains a party trick. Then there's a mechanical durability of a variable aperture, a moving system of tiny blades and motors inside a device meant to be crashed, frozen, and submerged. It's a bold move, but DJI's track record with rugged drones gives us a hopeful preview. So, the big question, can this unseat GoPro? The Hero 13 is good, but it's safe, predictable, incremental. DJI's leaks scream bold, variable aperture, $8K ProRes, stack sensor. These aren't baby steps. They are burn-the-playbook moves. If DJI sticks a landing, GoPro will need a new identity. But for the creator, this is a win-win. We finally have options that feel different. The most polished, cinematic look from DJI, or the traditional, proven reliability from GoPro. Competition always pushes the art forward. Make no mistake, though, this camera, if real, isn't for everyone. It's for the storytellers who think in layers of light and motion. For the filmmakers who see not a helmet cam, but a pocket cinema rig that happens to survive a waterfall. The Osmo Action 6 isn't trying to be easy. It's trying to be excellent. For years, the action cam space forgot about art. It was all shock mounts and specs. DJI is ready to bring artistry back. Color accuracy, light control, and storytelling flexibility. They're treating creators like filmmakers, not just adrenaline junkies. Think about the new possibilities. You're not just recording stunts. You're crafting sequences, matching color tones between your drone, your handheld, and your helmet cam. You're shooting a sunrise surf session that looks polished enough for a commercial, not just a casual vlog. DJI already dominates the air. Their gimbals define stabilization, and their mics handle audio. The Action 6 completes the circle, connecting every single dot. Every time DJI enters a new category, they don't just join it, they change it. They turn drones into cinematic tools and handheld gimbals into a mainstream necessity. Now, imagine that same force applied to action cinematography. An ecosystem where your drone, pocket, and action cam share the same color profiles and exposure logic, allowing you to seamlessly cut between an aerial shot and chest-mounted footage with matching tone and depth. That's not a product line. That's a creative revolution. For you, the creator, this means fewer excuses. The tools are finally catching up to your imagination, and that's when content becomes powerful. The DJI Osmo Action 6, if it delivers, could finally erase the line between professional and portable. But hype is cheap until the product proves itself. When launch day arrives, all eyes will be on performance under pressure. Does it overheat? How long can sustain $8K recording? How durable is that new mechanical aperture in the real world? Those answers will decide its legend. Still, the energy is undeniable. The internet loves a good rivalry, and DJI versus GoPro $2025 is the headline everyone clicks. This leak isn't just about curiosity. It's about reviving an entire category. For the first time in years, people are talking about action cameras with genuine excitement. Because this is about creativity, about seeing the world differently from waves, from rooftops, from your life. A truly good camera doesn't just record. It makes you want to move, to plan, to chase the light, and to tell better stories. And for everyone watching this, if the Osmo Action 6 really brings variable aperture, $8K ProRes, and stack sensor magic to our hands, it won't just capture your adventures. It will elevate them. It will make your world look like the movie you always wanted it to be. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.